I didn't see you there. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. That is probably like the ugliest thing that you've probably heard today or like you'll ever hear in your entire life. But welcome to my first official YouTube channel. So yeah, my name is Gabby or Gabriella, whichever you prefer. I'm gonna put my social media in the description box below so that way you guys can follow me, so you're not really missing out on anything that I do, even though it's not super exciting because we are in quarantine. So just trying to stay busy here. So I asked my friends and family if they can send me a list of questions that they might have about me so that way I can put it into this video for you guys. And the first question is, how old are you? So I am 20 years old. I will be 21 in November, so I am a Scorpio as well. It's the greatest gift ever. So yeah. So wow, the next person kind of went like a little deep into this question. I know it's like very soon into this video for this deep question. I mean, it says, what are some of your spiritual connections you would like to make? And honestly, I'm not a super spiritual person. I mean, like half and half, kind of. I don't, a spiritual connection that I would like to make is maybe just one with myself or one with the nature, and just kind of like combine those two if I could. I don't know. I'm still learning a lot about spirituality, so I don't know. I haven't thought too much about that lately. So, next question. The next question, it says, do you have a favorite restaurant? That's a really good one. By the way, I wrote everything down on a piece of paper instead of using my phone because I don't have like a camera yet, so I'm just using my phone for it. So, paper. A favorite restaurant? I feel like I don't even go out to eat a whole lot, but anything with seafood, I will always be the first one in line. Like, seafood is by far my favorite food, the greatest thing that could ever possibly exist. So, next question is, do you have any hobbies? Actually, I feel like I'm a very hobby person. I feel like I have a ton of hobbies. Like, I'm so cool. I really like painting. I love anything outdoors, between water sports, hiking, like anything within that nature. Honestly, I'm down for like anything. I'm like the type of person where if you were to like call me or text me and say like, hey, you want to go, skydiving, I'm like, let's go. Or, if you want to just go get food, like we can go do that too. I have a lot of hobbies, I think. And so mostly outdoor ones. So yeah, those are my hobbies. But the next question, it says, what are your goals that you have for yourself on YouTube? So some goals that I have for myself, I was a very quiet and shy person kind of growing up. So my best goal that I could have for myself is to just be an advocate for somebody else. I really want to help a lot of people, speak up for people that don't know how to do that yet. Or, there's really a lot that I want to do for people. And I think that's definitely a big step in having YouTube, is to be able to create a community and just help somebody grow to the best that they can, which would be, when somebody comes home from like a long, exhausting day of work, or, they just had like a really bad day, I would hope that I can be the channel that they go to so that way they can, just feel better about themselves, just unwind and have a great day. But there's also stuff that I want to do a lot bigger for people, with community-wise. So, great question for whoever wrote it. It says, I like lost where I was, I'm not gonna lie. What is some advice you would have for your younger self? Advice that I would have for my younger self is just to be happy, like as much as you possibly can, because at the end of the day, that's all that counts. So that's definitely something I would tell my younger self, is to just keep being as happy as you are. Something you want to do, I do want to do this YouTube channel for starters, but I do want to at some point open my own yoga studio for kids and adults, so that way they can, take their child together. There's a lot that I want to do, and that's just, I guess, the start of it. So I don't know how many people are out here making YouTube videos because of this whole quarantine thing. I'm not gonna lie. I've been wanting to make a YouTube video for like a really long time. I just never did it. One, because I'm like always super shy, and it's like once you kind of put your life out there, it's like you can't really get it 100% back. So that's always kind of been like a question of mine. But at the end of the day, everyone's gonna judge you anyway, whether it's positive or negative. So I'm gonna do it. For those people that are too scared to do it, I'm doing it for you. So, someone said, how do you feel about your life so far? Honestly, I feel pretty blessed to be where I'm at in life. I feel like I've grown tremendously. I think I'm at a really good point in my life right now. So I'm right in that process of like building a foundation and like still living my best life. Balancing, I guess, between, you know, like having friends and trying to get everything done. So that's kind of where I'm at, but I feel like overall I have a really good life. I'm happy, and that's great. So the next question is, what are some spiritual connections you'd like to make? These, my friends, they went a little bit deeper into these questions than I thought they were going to, so that's what that's for. A spiritual connection that I would like to make is probably just one with myself or one with nature, and just a combination of both. I really love, like I said, anything outdoors. Like, I'm the first one there always. So I really just like to make a spiritual connection more with like nature and myself. And that's really, I'm not like a super huge spiritual person. I am to like an extent, but definitely there's a limit on it. So I don't really know what kind of goals I want to have through spirituality just yet. Still kind of just trying to balance my life out, if I'm being honest. So yeah, that's that question. I told myself I was gonna read these down in a like just a list, so that way it would just be a lot easier, but I'm just picking random ones throughout the list instead, because some of these are like like really like deep questions, and I'm like, how deep do you want to go into this YouTube video? But some other questions that I have on here. And what is the greatest life-changing moment you've ever had? I think the greatest life-changing moment that I've ever had personally was moving out of my parents' house. I moved out when I was 15, so about 5 years ago. It was probably the greatest learning experience that I ever had. I learned so much. I grew tremendously. It was a fun experience. If you want to know more about that, then you guys can just comment below, and then I can create like a little story time on the side of kind of why I moved out at that age, and you know, kind of what I did to balance out my life then. So currently I live with my sister, so that's always fun, right? The next question is, where do you see yourself going with your actions? So I think my actions are pretty great. I'm a pretty responsible person who, obviously, I still have a bunch of fun in the process of doing both. So I would say with my actions that I always felt like I was going to do really great things in my life, and I just feel like this is just like the start of it, and I feel like everything's just starting out, so I'm so excited for it. With my actions, I feel like we're going to go far. We're going to do great things, and I'm excited for that to happen. So, if I have any other questions, let me see, kind of on this list. I don't even know, honestly. I think this is kind of like the end of my list that I wrote down. I didn't write down everybody's questions because some of them were kind of like the same. So like, you know, when you ask somebody to send you a list and they're like, oh, where do you see yourself in 5 years? So a lot of y'all said that. So I guess this is the end of, I guess this is just concluding my first YouTube video. So I just want to let everybody know, whoever even made it this far, like, thank you so much, because my life is pretty boring. I really don't be doing anything. I literally just be at home, and well, I think all of us are at home right now because of this quarantine. But I just want to say thank you. Please like it. Please subscribe. Please tell all of your friends that it's here, and just show as much love and support as you can. And I just want to let you all know that you are great, you are phenomenal, you are special, and you are everything you wish to be and more. So thanks so much for watching, and subscribe.